Okay, we're good to go.
Okay, so I will again say that call the meeting of the Norwich Board of Abatement to order, and the meeting is a hybrid meeting. We will have people on Zoom as well as in person. January 6th, 2025 at 7 p.m. in the Tracy Hall multi-purpose room. And with that said, I'd like to start with a review and approval of the agenda.
I move to approve the agenda as presented.
Okay, motion by Pam Smith to approve the agenda as presented.
Second that.
The criminal seconded. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor, we'll do the roll call since we're on both. So we'll start David,
Yes.
Pam,
Yes.
so
Yes, abstain, I wasn't here.
just for the
It's the
agenda,
agenda.
it's just approving tonight's
Oh,
agenda.
sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Tryman, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, Linda,
Yes.
Fran? Fran,
Oh, yes.
Marcia,
Yes.
Mary,
Yes.
Ernie,
Yes.
Carolyn. You're muted, Carolyn, just so you know. And I'm a yes, so.
Corlin.
Yes.
Oh, is Corin there?
Corlin's on there too.
Oh, Corlin,
Yes.
sorry. Perfect, we got a full house. So the next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for our Board of Abatement meeting of December 3rd of 2024. Is there any discussion, or would there someone like to make a motion?
So moved.
Carolyn, said
Yeah.
you removed them? Is there a second?
I'll second.
Pam Smith, second. Any discussion? Okay, we'll take a vote. Dave Krimmel,
Yes.
Pam,
Yes.
Priscilla,
Abstain, I wasn't there.
Diane.
Abstain.
Okay.
Tryman, yes.
Raymond, yes.
Abstain.
Abstaining.
Yeah.
Yes. Linda,
Yes.
Marcia,
Sorry, yes.
Mary,
Yes.
Carolyn,
Yes.
Corlin,
Yes.
Fran,
Yes.
Ernie,
Yes.
Cheryl Lindbergh, yes. You got that?
Yeah.
Okay, so the minutes for that meeting are now approved. Thank you. Okay, next is our two abatement requests. And it may be helpful to take a minute to just review this abatement process versus the typical abatement processes that we've all been known to receive. There was a document included for the abatement of homestead declaration penalties. Is there anybody that's unclear on this process? I know many people are clear. Anybody on the Zoom that would have any questions about this? At the select board meeting, they delegated the review of hardship cases to the Board of Abatement. So that is why the two requests are in front of us this evening. Okay, well, with that said, I guess at this point, I would like to have us introduce ourselves to the two individuals that are here. And we're gonna start with the Holt abatement request and then the Reeves abatement request, but we have to do some swearing in and stuff, but we'll introduce ourselves around the table and on Zoom for you, just so you know who we are.
Dave Krimmel, Norwich, Vermont.
And you're
Justice.
Justice of
Justice.
I hope you're all Norwich from.
Nice to meet you.
Pam Smith, Select Board.
Priscilla Vincent, Select Board. Diane Amy, Justice of the Peace.
Oh, Lily Tryman, Town Clerk.
Lily Manny, Justice of the Peace. Suzanne Lighter, Justice of the Peace.
And on Zoom, can you, Marcia, introduce yourself?
Marcia Calloway, Select Board.
Mary,
Mary Layton, Select Board.
Carolyn,
Carolyn Clinton, Justice of the Peace.
Linda,
Linda Gray, Justice of the Peace.
Corlin,
Ellen Johnson, Justice of the Peace.
Ernie,
Ernie Chickatelli, Justice of the Peace and Lister.
Cheryl Lindbergh, Treasurer and Lister.
Fran.
Yes,
Fran,
Randy Guest, Justice of the Peace.
okay, that's who's here with you tonight. So there's a big group of us, but that's the Board of Abatement. So welcome, and we need to have you take the following oath. And I have the document here, which I will administer, and you're going to be my witness, correct? Yes. So to the two of you, each of you, do you solemnly swear or affirm that the evidence you shall give relative to the cause now under consideration shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Okay. Is there anybody on the Board of Abatement that would have a conflict of interest with abatement requests this evening? If you do, please let me know right now.
No. No.
Looking around, any conflicts of interest with what my question has to do with. Okay. Have you both received the Board of Abatement procedures that we are following this evening? You have to. And do you have any questions about those procedures that you wanted to ask?
No.
Basically, so basically you have the information I provided, and then I also have a chance to sort of walk you through it if useful, is that correct?
Yep, okay. All right, so with that all taken care of, I think we can now move into the requests. And we do have the paperwork, each of us received it from the town clerk quite a while ago. And I'm sure everybody took the time to review this and make it as efficient as possible. We also, in this procedure, the town manager is our collector of current taxes. And these requests are to go to the town manager, who is to review them and make a recommendation to the Board of Abatement at this point. So we not only have your information, but his recommendation for tonight's abatement requests. But at this time, if you would like to give your, Victoria, if you'd like to give any further information to the Board of Abatement right now, you're welcome to do that.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and I appreciate the invitation, and nice to meet the new neighbors. My husband and I moved here in 2022. He was diagnosed with terminal cancer the same month we moved in. So we have, for 2 years, we postponed our tax, I'm sorry. So I missed the requirement, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Take a minute, take a minute.
I missed the requirement about filing the homestead deduction. We use family count and name, and I think she filed it for us. She designated that we were residential here when we filed in October of 24. And then I received a notification that because we should have filed for homestead, my taxes went up as a resident, which is understandable. But then I had a fine for not paying an income. So I'm so sorry. So I think it's my error. I will say that we have a mortgage company. I called the escrow company, and I thought that they would normally also notify me of any increased tax. And they said they had not been made aware of it either. So I don't really have any excuse. That's just an explanation.
Right, no, I think it's very clear what occurred, and that things like this are not a priority, so we understand that your filing was late. We do have the 8% penalty that is assessed to the education portion of the tax bill, and that it is something that can be requested for an abatement, so we understand, and I think that's very clear from what we've been given, and the town manager put a memo forward and said that he had reviewed the circumstances, and it was his recommendation to abate the homestead declaration penalty in this case, so. So you know what we've received from him as well. So typically, if there's any questions that anybody might have at this time, we can look around and ask any questions that we have. Anybody?
No, I'd just like to say we're very sorry. for your
I'm so
loss.
sorry, I didn't mean to get emotional.
I know, it's on your own.
Anybody on Zoom with their hand up or any questions? Don't see anybody. Okay. With that said, Victoria, we will, what we do next is we will also chat with Sarah on her request. And then after the meeting, we go into a deliberative session and we make a decision, and we will write you a letter with our decision that you get in probably short order. I don't think it's take us more than a week to get a letter off to you. We'll be as quick as possible on that. Okay, you're welcome to stay on, and we'll then move over to Sarah. Sarah-
Close the hearing.
No, not until after Sarah. I think after Sarah. So Sarah, again, same scenario in terms of, we have all the information that you submitted. Sorry that yours went around a bit of a loop, but we finally got you to the right person, the town manager, collector of taxes, and forwarded your request with a recommendation to the Board of Abatement tonight. So we have your information as well and circumstances. And his recommendation. So is there anything more that you would like to share?
There's nothing more. It's a similar circumstance. My husband died this year, and that is one of the hardships that might indicate and forgive the penalty. And our sons were doing the best they could to do things right, and they missed that you had to still file a homestead declaration on April 15th. And
Yeah.
so we apologize, and we hope you will forgive us that. Penalty.
Okay, understood. Okay, if there's nothing else, I can look around to see if anybody would have a question. Anybody online? I don't see any hands up. Okay, again, we'll be closing the hearing in a bit and going into a deliberative session, and we'll address your request as well. And the town manager has given us a similar recommendation that we would abate this penalty. So that's
And comments
yes.
to both of you. I want to express my condolences. I also lost my husband in the past year. And I'm dealing with a lot too, and I kind of know where you are, although it's different for each one of us. I know, and it is a tricky thing, this income tax thing, where it seems there are a lot of incompetent advisors out there who don't understand that homestead thing. But I feel for you.
Okay. So with that, if there are no other questions or comments, I don't see any around the table or on Zoom, and then I would look for a motion to adjourn the hearing.
I would move to adjourn at 7:15 p.m., which would be a new record. Seconded.
Seconded. Oh, okay, great. Fine. All right, any discussion? I don't think you do discuss.
No, don't discuss. We just.
David?
Yes, to adjourn.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Charlie, yes.
Yes.
Carolyn,
Yes.
Ernie,
Yes.
Marcia,
Yes.
Fran,
Yes.
Corlin,
Yes.
Mary,
Yes.
Linda.
Linda,
Yes,
And Emily.
and Emily.
yes.
Thank you. Okay. The meeting, is it, a hearing is adjourned?
She was too.
I'm also a yay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Meet you again, I hope in better circumstances.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, it was the Liz.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stop the recording. Oh, shit, does it really? I think we'll be okay.
We'll be all right.
I'm gonna stop the recording because our deliberations are not public.
Yeah.
Give
Thank
me
you.
Just a second. Where was it?